Hey everybody, Dawn McGee, your wellness strategist and nutrition evangelist here, back in my office this week. And in a lot of places, it's hazy, hot, and humid, right? Growing up, we used to call those the dog days of summer. And there are a lot of times where you have plans to go out and do something and you just don't feel like it. So the question is, what do you do on days like that? You had a plan, you want to do things, you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, and yet you just don't feel like it. So I like to get back to the basics, and we'll talk a ton more about that as the year progresses, but it's a great thing to start thinking about here as we are just about in August. And what are those basics? Well, in the hot weather, it's staying hydrated. Always have a water bottle with me. I like to toss stuff in it. Electro is my favorite. Electrolytes and antioxidants help me stay hydrated and feeling good throughout the heat. I'm also kicking up my workouts a little bit, so I've added in some aminos to my morning water. And these are things that you can do, and you don't have to buy fancy electrolytes. You can put in some Himalayan salt and a squeeze of lemon and lime, and off you go, right? But if you like different flavors, by all means, try some that are out there. Keep your eyes on the sugar intake so that you're not getting too much. One of the things I love about Electro is that it only has 2 grams of sugar in it, and no issues there whatsoever. And no artificial sweeteners is my personal recommendation. So, hydrated, absolutely one of the basics to stick to. Eating. Sometimes a lot of clients will tell me they don't feel like eating when it's so hot. And if you don't have the ability to be in cooler, air conditioned venues all day long, well, maybe that's a concern for you. So stick to things that you don't have to cook, right? May I have a cool, chilled shake in the morning. Um, Make sure that you've got food planned throughout the day. Maybe you cook it the night before when it's a little bit cooler, and stuff that you can eat cold and you don't even have to reheat it. That's a great option. Cold chicken, cold salmon, cold salads, all of the things. Ceviche is a wonderful warm weather dish. It cooks in the citrus citrus juice, right? Lemons, lime with some fresh scallops and or other types of fresh fish. It's a wonderful, wonderful treat to have. Pair that with some fresh veggies, and you've got your perfect PFC meal. You don't have to lift a finger to cook. So the basics: hydration, food, movement. You can go walk around. The malls have access for mall walkers if you want to walk inside instead of outside. If you have access to a gym, if you want to get out and do activities, maybe do them early in the morning before the heat comes, or later in the afternoon after the main heat of the day. And make sure that you've got a good sleeping environment, right? Getting rejuvenated and recharging overnight during the sleep is super important. Really difficult to sleep if you're hot and sticky. So make sure that you've got the right environment for that. And all of these things will contribute to keeping your stress low and making sure that you feel good. And these are kind of the things to think about when you're stuck. Go back to the basics. Keep your 6 spinning plates active, right? It's food and water and movement and sleep and stress and supplements and all of those things. Try to keep them in balance as much as possible, and you will make it through the dog days of summer without any problems at all. Before you know it, it will be the end of August and it will be sweatshirt weather in the morning, one of my favorite times of year, and then we'll be talking about how our routines start shifting again as we move past Labor Day and into school. But I will not hurry the end of summer. Right now, enjoy all the time that you've got with hopefully some nice weather, and if not, you know how to stay cool. You've got all the skills to do that. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to tag me in the comments below. And what I hope, as always, for you is that you live a life you love without being hungry, feeling deprived, or giving up the things that bring you joy. Until next week, ciao.